my name is Munam. In this chapter, we are going to study about the one thing regarding which every citizen in the country is worried about. Yes, I'm talking about the economic development, and we will also learn about economic policy after we got independence. We all know that we got independence in the year 1947, and everything was new to us. Brainstorming about what kind of economy we would adopt after independence started much before India got independence. Then, our beloved Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru adopted a middle path rather than taking recourse of any two extremes. So, what are those extremes and what are those middle path? Let us find out. We all know different countries adopted different type of economic system. Two of them being capitalism and socialism. And we all know that each of them has their own advantage. So what is the basic difference between capitalism economy and socialism economy? In a capitalism economy, all the productions are privately owned, whereas in a socialist economy, the production is owned in the name of the society or by the government. Whereas in the mixed economy, we have the advantage of both the capitalist economy as well as the socialist economy. So, as a Prime Minister had already suggested to opt for the middle path rather than opting any extremist, so we can conclude that we have to adopt a mixed economy, that is a mixture of both the socialist economy as well as the capitalist economy, in order to achieve the economic development of India. In a mixed economy, we can see it has been segregated into three parts, namely public sector, the private sector, and the joint sector. Now, what is public sector? The public sector in this sector completely under the control and management of the government. For example, industries are that produce goods for national security and defense. Whereas in the private sector, the industries are owned and run by private industrialists or by the businessman. But it must be noted that government supervises and suggests in various points. For example, any company that produces consumer goods. Joint sector. In this sector, some industries that are being owned by private industrialists as well as the one which are owned by the private or like government management. For mixed economy to run smoothly, there is a need for coordination between the private sector as well as the public sector. Whereas, we need to understand that a mixed economy usually aims at the maximization of production, second, ensuring large-scale participation of people. Now, a lot of effort has been made in order to bring positive aspects of both the capitalist and the socialist economy, while doing away with all the negative effects. A mixed economy simply cannot ignore the importance of this important principle being a profit motive. My friends, every business should have the profit motive, because if there is no aim of profit, it's not a business, it's a charity. Second one is ensuring and development of entrepreneurship. The next two aspects are important not only for our economic point of view, but also in every situation of our life. That is discipline and time-bound planning. That is nothing but time management. A mixed economy is generally concerned about national interest and also gives stress upon long-term development. However, industries like defense, scientific research, education, roads, railways, waterways, seaports, and airport development require huge capital investment, but the returns in these areas are delayed. This is the reason where many private industrialists are not interested to invest in these areas. In such a situation, the government has to take the initiative. Therefore, we adopted the mixed economy and 5-year plans and started the path for our development. The industrial policy of 1973 increased the speed of development. It has two main objectives. Number one, to control the influence of heavy industries, foreign industries, and industrialist families. To remove the imbalance in regional development. The government started focusing on the development of small-scale industries and cottage industry. and also started paying attention to cooperative society. I request you all to observe this picture carefully. This picture shows us how India have been drained out by the colonial power for more than 200 years. The colonial power had exploited India economically, which results in India started facing severe problems like poverty, unemployment, population growth, low standards of living, low productivity of agriculture, backwardness in the fields of knowledge, science, and technology. In order to remove such issues, there is a need of a proper planning. We are already aware that India established the Planning Commission in 1950, right? With Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru as its chairman. This Planning Commission formulated 5-year plans. 5-year plans, which includes rural and agricultural development. It also not only on rural and agricultural development, it also focused to achieve the goals by the Planning Commission, that is industrialization 1991. The second point is balanced industrialization, provision for a minimum standard of living, and last but not the least, that is economical development. It basically focuses on people's participation in individual development and implementation of the 5-year plans. Now, let us learn about the objective of Planning Commission. There are two main objectives of Planning Commission, that is the proportionate distribution of the resources of a country, as well as the appropriate use of the human resources to fulfill the needs of the people.